Again, hola, mi amigos and amigas. How are you today? So wonderful to see you here. Priestess Melissaes here on Truth Queen Be Told. Let's see what our soul sister messages are for today, shall we? Now, did you hear the good news about the 4 Thieves vinegar? This stuff right here, guys, has helped my friend who got COVID to have very minimal symptoms. She is on almost a week now after having found out that she had COVID. Guys, if you want to get your immune system up, allow me to help you today. Reach out to me. I have more vinegar that's going to be ready tomorrow that I can send out, guys. So get your immune defense system on board and ready to prevent any kind of illness in your life, guys. This is truly some amazing stuff that's been around for many centuries, guys, and I am bringing this now to you to be able to help you to stay healthy. Hello, buddy. Good to see you this morning, my friend. Now, if you get a pint of this, just know that you are going to be able to sample some of the Thieves oil. Now, the Thieves oil is great for the outside. Now, if you go back and look at my video where you can put it in the mask, and it'll actually help keep you from being able to get that through your mouth and nose, guys. So additional protection for the outside of your body. You'll get a sample of that, as I said, with your 4 Thieves vinegar. So contact me today and make sure you get your orders in. I will have a website up soon as well so that you can place those orders. But for now, we're going to get our messages out. Thank you so much once again for joining me, and here we go. Nice, deep, slow breaths. Connecting with Great One, honoring you and thanking you for setting my ego to the outside. Fill this circle with your divine loving wisdom and help us to know how we may bring ever more abundance into our lives. Show us our treasure, Great One, and how to reach it today for the highest good of all. So it is, so it is. So it is. Happy Saturday. So good to see everybody. Yes, I'm dressed up like a pirate today. What do you think? Do you like the outfit? Might as well play around. It's Halloween season, right? So anyway, we're going to see what treasures that Spirit has to reveal to us today. All right. What can we start moving more towards that will bring out even more abundance in our lives and help us to feel even happier? All right. What are those treasures within ourselves, maybe even that we can start to bring out even more today? Because you are a treasure. What do you have to offer to the world? You have something special. All of us do. So how can we bring that out ever more so today? I'm going to meditate on the cards for just a moment. You can also breathe slowly and deeply and connect with me and allow me to connect with you. Awesome. Let's do it. What's going on out there today? Are you guys going to any Halloween parties? Are you guys getting out and about? Your kids doing anything? Are you decorating? What are you doing, guys? Are you going to have people come over or kids come over and trick-or-treat at your house? Be interested to know what exactly you've got going on in your world today. How are you tapping into that childlike spirit and energy and just having more fun in your life? Kind of like how I am today, right? I don't have any parties to go to necessarily. Well, not a Halloween party, if you will, but you can still tap into that energy and have a lot of fun with it. You know what I mean? So how can we do that ever more so today? Getting our messages from the Goddess. Oracle cards. Ooh, Rhiannon. That is an awesome energy to pull. And on the bottom, what? Abundantia, which is prosperity, guys. Wow, look at that. That is all the abundance, all the good that we want to come into our lives. We were just talking about that. How do we reach our treasure, right? It's by freeing some aspect within ourselves with this Rhiannon energy and spirit, and the horse, unicorn even more so, because there is something to be said about not just a horse. Horses, indicate freedom overall, and, moving towards that, more of that freeness within ourselves, that freedom to be and express who we truly are, right? Which brings about all of that abundance. So what is this? That sorceress energy. This is what this says. You are the magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. What are your intentions? What is it that you want to create and manifest in this world? Now, we can have the dream, but the other part of that is to put it into action, to take the steps, right? That we know that we need to take to gallop towards our freedom even. But how do we do that? What are the steps? Well, we're not going to know until we start setting out on the journey. The nurturing aspect is doing those things, like promoting yourself, putting videos out there, putting video, information out there, if you will, to help other people. And then as you're doing the process, you start to learn things, or you come into contact with people, if you will, that can help you with that process along the way, right? Hopefully you set some intentions, like by the moon. The full moon is where it feels like a lot of this magical energy is going to come into play. With the sorceress energy, this is a blue moon that we're going to be coming up on Halloween. And very interesting that I tapped into, I dressed up like a pirate today, and who's on the bottom of the deck but Abundantia. Guys, this is blessings being poured out upon you, but it all comes with tapping into that magical and childlike aspect of yourself, where you can tap into those really positive energies. And what you can do with those positive energies, like when you're feeling good, is you can use them to connect with those pictures of, your future. It's kind of like paying it forward to your future self by having these positive thoughts connected with those visions of how you see your life being, right? So you can use that positive energy to more or less pay it forward to help start creating your future. And I just had that thought and idea about all of that recently. I've been having a lot of downloads lately, actually, with all of this energy, with the Mercury retrograde, with this new moon in Libra energy. It's been balancing out a lot of things in my understanding as well. So how do we tap into that unicorn magical energy, where we're like actually creating some cool stuff in our world that we're really thrilled and happy about, right? Rhiannon. So listen to the song, maybe also perhaps by Fleetwood Mac. You would perhaps tap into that energy. But Rhiannon energy, especially that song, is talking about, tapping almost into that witch-like energy, but magical nonetheless, and being able to know that we have that ability. And much of the time it's in our dreams and through that nighttime space, or creative space, even daydreaming, but dreaming in general. But again, we have to take those dreams and bring them into reality. And that's the unicorn energy. And how do we tap into that to actually bring it down into so the unicorn, right, is a horse, a physical kind of being, but it has the magical abilities as well. So how can we tap into both? Well, by tapping into the magical abilities, we help to bring down and manifest in the reality, or this, mundane world, if you will, on the reality plane. All right. So message from Rhiannon says, a large part of my power stems from my connection to animals and nature. If you have been indoors too long, you can recapture your personal power by simply stepping outside. I feel this every time that I go out for my hikes or my walks, in the mornings. Many times, I can, if my mood or energy is not feeling good, or my body is not feeling good, it's feeling sore or whatever, it automatically helps me to feel so much better just to get outside, to breathe in the fresh air. The negative ions actually help you to bring more oxygen into your body. So physiologically, it does so much for you. So consider getting morning time walks in, especially now that the weather is so much nicer, lots of treasures to be found within that, perhaps. And you can do a lot of walking meditations too, to come up with new ideas or to formulate your plans as you're moving forward, All right, so allow the light of the sun, the moon, and the stars to stir ancient memories that may be dormant. Recall the times of your magical abilities and then put them to use immediately for the good of the entire planet. Resume the mission that was once aborted through the misdeeds of past-time leaders. Take up your spiritual arms and move with swift speed into the night, awakening one and all to the magic that is life itself. Because there's so much that you can do with this life, but it is all in how you direct your energy. So that is the magical aspect of it that we're learning and tapping more into, right? And as we do that successfully, and we truly do feel good within ourselves because we're focusing on that, we're putting our energy towards that at all times, that is going to cumulatively come together and in a big way, you know what I mean? Draw everything together. That's how the energy works, if you will. If you think about it from an energetic perspective, on the electromagnetic field, you know, it's actually drawing those particles towards you that are similar to what it is your dream is. But you have to constantly be holding that vision, you know, you can't lose sight of it. You have to give attention to it every day, just like you would a relationship, you know, putting that good energy towards it. This is a mission that must be accomplished, and you are the one that can help us with it. Some meanings of this card: have absolute faith that your dream is manifested. So you have to actually kind of think in terms that it already has happened and start to put your energy towards feeling how you would feel in that moment, living that life where everything is already accomplished for you, right? So this is what we want to tap into as far as that magical energy. Hello, Sandy. Beautiful to see you and everyone here today. I hope you're getting so much from this message. Listen to the song Rhiannon. I feel it really taps into that earthy spirit, you know, that Wiccan energy, that witchy spirit, if you will, but magical nonetheless is what I mean to say. And interesting that I chose this background because I feel like it really taps into that nighttime and that energy where we can really, where the world energies are more calm, and we can really tap in untainted, you know, to the veil is thinner, and then we can actually be unhindered in being able to tap into spirit, you know what I mean, and really connect. Rhiannon, I love listening to that song when I'm standing out in the middle of the night and feeling the wind blowing and things like that, and even maybe singing the song and just connecting with those elemental energies that really help to ground us and bring more of that power into us, you know, to manifest. Hi there, Miss Sandy. Love you. Mwah. All right, so other meanings of this card: make a clear decision, put your energy into manifesting your dreams. So again, it's taking those steps like the horse, right, to freedom. You have to take those steps that you're guided to take. Don't be afraid to. Know that you are magical in that aspect of the unicorn, but you are that physical being of the horse. You are spirit and you are a physical being, but your magical abilities are the ones that really help you to manifest everything that you want. So when you get that in alignment, you're really going to see everything open up for you and start galloping through the fields, you know, that free spirit, and really happy in your life. All right. Know that you deserve to receive good. When you win, others win too. Keep your thoughts focused on your desire and away from fear. This lunar Welsh goddess name means great queen, as she serves in important functions, including being the muse of inspiration for poets, artists, and royalty. She lovingly carries souls from earth to the afterlife plane upon her trustworthy white horse, helping them to adjust to the transition of life after death. So leave the old behind, go into the new. All right, there's so much waiting for you, and you definitely don't want to miss out on it. All right, it says a shapeshifter, Rhiannon, can appear to you as an animal, bird, or song. Call upon her for help with manifestations, spirit communication, transitions, or artistic inspiration. All right, so tapping into those magical abilities once again today, knowing who you are. Once you know who you are, you're unstoppable, because you know, and you're not going to stop yourself, right? You're not going to cage yourself or fence yourself in, much less allow anybody else to. All right, let's get some cards around this today and see what we got going on. We'll do a Celtic cross. Whoops. All right. Anybody vibing with the message today so far? Are you feeling like that maybe you've caged yourself in, or other people have, or tried to, or make you feel smaller, or like you're not that magical being, but you're ready to break out of those old paradigms of thinking, even if it's just in your mind and your way of thinking and feeling about things? Absolutely, right? Because we are in control of that. And once we get ourselves right, then guess what? All those people that come into our lives are going to be more balanced, because what did we talk about? We are attracting through our own energy what it is that we want to come towards us. So as we resonate with it, then it'll start to manifest and come towards us, right? And we'll stop attracting all those things we don't want. All right, so be aware. You've got to use your intuition in the right way. So this is the reason for, the main thing to be concerned of for the reading. Whenever you see something, especially, trust what it is that you see, or at least, take steps towards seeing if it could be right for you. Ooh, healing after heartbreak, perhaps, or are we dealing with some heartbreak right now? Now, this could be around a person. This is the main theme of what it is, that we are showing up as right now. There could be heartbreak, either around things not working out in general in our life, or around other people, that have hurt us. And we have that lingering energy that doesn't allow us to really put our heart into what it is that we want to work towards and collaborate with. And spirit can't work with us in that way. You know what I mean? So that's what's crossing us, is the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. And being able to work or collaborate because of not being able to perhaps put our full heart into a situation, or in situations in our life. Feeling like we're very motivated perhaps to move forward, but at the same time, maybe with that Knight energy, still have a little trouble being committed ourselves, you know what I mean? But working on it, definitely wanting to step up, because it is in the upright. Yeah, definitely wanting to see success. This is what we've seen perhaps in the past. We have had success, and we're like wanting to really tap into that energy again and ride on that horse and allow everybody to see us in that positive light, right? And giving us those positive accolades. Hi, Rosemary, beautiful lady. I love you so much. It's good to see you here today. I'm so glad you're feeling well. And thank you for joining me. All right. Ooh. This is the energy we got to work on, the Magician in reverse, guys. This is the reason for the reading overall. And then the bottom energy, as far as being aware of not using our intuition, right? Not using all of those tools to our advantage, right? And being clear and resolute about how we want to move forward and how we're using those tools. You know what I mean? So we have to do some clearing, it feels like, again, around our energy, to tap back into that magical aspect of our being. We are spirit, and we're told this all the time. We hear these messages, but it has to really touch us at our heart space, as far as knowing that we really truly are this magical and this powerful, you know what I mean? So until we reach that space, we feel like we're not really able to use all of those tools to our advantage, and maybe still doing a lot of healing, because this is in reverse. Now, the star coming out is an opportunity that spirit is giving us to be able to do this healing. At this time, it seems like many of us perhaps have not been moving in the directions or making the decisions that are truly going to be healing for us, right? It's kind of like, you know what you're dealing with within yourself. Nobody else knows. You know what things lie dormant, these past hurts, that don't allow you to really put yourself into what it is that you need to be a true success in your life and feel that fulfillment that you really want to feel, right? And you're not going to be able to use the tools as the magician that you should be able to use when you're not doing those healing aspects of things that you need to, really dealing with those emotions deep down that no one else knows about, only you, but they taint the energy of what you're trying to create, and it kind of is kind of like holding back nutrients from your seed that you're trying to grow and develop, if you will. So you're essentially neglecting, you know, what it is that you really do want to build when you're focusing your energy too much on these past things, because this Knight of Wands energy is pointing towards the past. So the energy could be, again, focusing on what you felt was accomplishment in the past, but not understanding that there's so much more to come kind of energy. Wow. Look at that. This is where you are heading towards if you can keep your energy going in the right direction, guys. This is that Nine of Pentacles energy that shows you as that having that ability to be, even if you're single, in that place where you are abundant, you come across to everybody like you have it all together. But not only that, you truly do have it all together, not just in the outward appearance, but in the inward appearance too, because you wouldn't be showing that you have it together in the outward appearance if you didn't have it together inwardly. All right, so that's what we have the ability to move towards. But we have to be aware of balancing how we're dealing with people, situations outside of us, how we're looking at it, how we feel towards it, you know what I mean? So if we constantly have these feelings of regret or, you know, hurt, holding grudges against people because of things that they've done to us, then I mean, it's past, unfortunately, and if someone didn't give you an opportunity to deal with it with them in the right way, it doesn't mean that you yourself can't deal with it within yourself the right way and be able to move forward, right? They have to deal with their own energy, but you can heal your own, all right? So, Queen of Wands, we're definitely not wanting to deal with anybody else that perhaps was cheating on us, you know, not being the Queen of Wands or King of Wands in reverse usually indicates like people that, you know, infidelity and that kind of thing and whatnot. And so we don't want to deal with any more of those types of people. We may be fearful of getting into commitments and relationships, or, you know, friendships even, or even, you know, dealing with people from a business perspective, just because we're so afraid on some levels that we're going to end up dealing with people who are just going to be kind of that Seven of Swords, liar, cheater, stealer, you know, energy. And that's, we've worked so hard, you know, to get past that. But at the same time, holding on to that energy of what has happened is only, if we're holding on to it again in a way that's negative, as opposed to helping us to learn and grow from it and be able to, at a point, let it go. Because yes, we have to deal with it and feel it and acknowledge it, but there is a point of letting it go as well, that death process like it was talking about. And Rhiannon can really help us a lot with that, with being able to see the awesomeness and beauty perhaps in things that happen. And also, because there is a dichotomy to everything, there is positive and negative. Yes, there were ugly parts, but there were beautiful parts, and there's nothing wrong with honoring those within ourselves and saying that the way that we went about, you know, interacting within those situations that perhaps didn't work out was still honorable from our perspective, and it doesn't take anything away from that, if you will. So all we need to do moving forward is just make sure that we continue to honor those perspectives within ourselves, be that type of person in our dealings with other people, and we will surely draw those type of people into our lives that are like us, you know what I mean? All right, so the future energy, woo, very strong. Definitely not dealing with any more devil energy, whether it be within ourselves or with others, you know what I mean? We do have to be resolute about putting that those devilish ways behind us, or, you know, even within ourselves, because again, we're drawing to ourselves those type of people that somehow resonate with energy that is within us. And when we're not using our intuition correctly, and we're not doing that when we're not balanced, right? But this blue moon, I feel like, has an opportunity for us to really tap into a great deal of abundance. Perhaps if we can take the rest of this Mercury retrograde time leading up to Halloween, leading up to this blue moon, And this could be a time with the full moon that you could really, and I was reading about this too at Samhain, it's a time where you can actually put your regrets or things that you want to let go of on a piece of paper, and you can even speak them as far as, you know, that you're releasing these things. And it's very powerful, especially at that time, because it's the Day of the Dead. First of all, we're honoring our ancestors, right, who have already passed, but we're also honoring all the things that have led up to our life to this point that are in the past at this point, right, that we truly want to let go of from the perspective of energy that resonates in this way, right? We don't want to carry any more of that energy forward with us. And by doing this powerful ceremony of writing your regrets down and things that you want to release on a piece of paper, especially at the full moon, and this is a blue moon and Samhain, I mean, seriously, these are some really powerful energies to work with. So if you have some things that you want to let go of that have had a powerful impact on your life, this could be a time to go ahead and do that. All right, let's get some crazy sexy love message cards out today, just to give us some positive affirmations and words moving forward. Whoa, way too many. Jesus. Okay, you get the whole deck, I guess. Hang on, guys, I gotta pick up like 10 cards that fell on the floor. Okay, I'm back. Hi. What you guys up to today? Doing anything fun for Halloween? Do you have any parties? I have a retirement party I'm going to today for our manager. We have a lot of people retiring where I work at. I'm kind of sad about it. Whoa, and there goes a lot of cards flying again. Oh my goodness, guys. What is going on with me today? I feel like there's just like this whirlwind of energy. You know, like all of us are dealing with something different. Huh? Kind of cool. We got the little spiral going in the background. So much mystical energy, magical energy, like I said, with this Rhiannon card popping out. I think it's so cool how this card for the scenery for the background, and then the Abundantia card with me dressing up like a pirate today. Spirit is so interesting how it'll come through like that in the messages, you know what I mean? There's no way that you can really plan these things, but definitely it ties into the messages of what we're speaking about today. And I just have cards like trying to fly everywhere, guys. I don't know what is going on. We're going to take these though. Whew, it was giving me like about 10 cards. It was just too much. All right. So the one on top here though says play. All right, I was talking about that. We really need to tap into that energy, that playful nature of ourselves, right? Just like me doing this today. I love doing this stuff because, you know, it helps to show that we could still be, you know, responsible and things like that, but we could still have fun too. There's nothing wrong with that at all. We just have to make sure that we're balancing and honoring both aspects, right? Be present. Your full presence is the greatest gift you can give yourself and others. Life is happening right now in this moment. Today is the only day that matters. So anchor yourself in the now and give it your all. Notice the details and drink in the sweetness. Be present. All right? Let the past go. This is all about Rhiannon saying gallop forward and don't hold on to this past any longer. This is what you have to look forward to. All this abundance inside and out, where you can truly be happy if you're willing to tap into that today. And notice the blessing says gratitude puts us in a position of having instead of wanting, thanking rather than complaining. When we focus on what we already have and take stock of our blessings, we get more blessings. What are you grateful for? Share it with yourself and others. I love that. Those are great energies to tap into today that will help us to tap into that magical aspect of ourselves, right? And empower us as humans on this earth with that magical spiritual ability to really create in our lives and to be abundant, guys. Seriously, wow. All right, are you ready to make full use of this blue full moon coming up on Halloween? I hope so. So put your, if you want to engage in this, but I think it's a great practice. You can, again, put your regrets down, or those things that you want to release, and burn them on the night of the full moon, the full blue full moon on Halloween, guys. I'm going to have my fire pit going. It's going to be awesome. Maybe I'll take pictures of it and share it with you. I would love to do something perhaps as a group if you think that would be something you'd like to engage in. So reach out to me and let me know, and leave some comments down below. And thanks to everybody who joined me today. Now, don't forget to get your 4 Thieves vinegar, guys, if you want to have that on board. I don't know if I can ship overseas, but I can ship in the United States. We have our Thieves oil for the outside, guys. That's got the Thieves oil blend with coconut oil, which is definitely going to keep all the viruses and bacteria at bay. And then for the inside of the body, the 4 Thieves vinegar, powerful medicinal vinegar that is truly going to boost your immune system. I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Mwah. Bye.